It starts with a rumour, then the signals change. There's a train coming. You can feel the tension as families start grabbing their belongings, pulling their children close. The beast is coming. A freight train heading north towards the United States, and they're going to jump on board. In the dark of the night in the centre of Mexico, they chase the slowing train, then clamber aboard as it stops. It's chaotic, they don't have much, but it's got to get on. The beast is dangerous for sure, but these migrants from across the world are desperate.
They didn't think it was going to stop, but it has. Had a scrambling on board. This is the sort of truck they're looking for because they can actually get inside. They don't know how long they got. It's all a bit panicky, but of course you can sense the euphoria. Now, of course, they have no idea how far they're going to get down the track, but as far as they're concerned, it's a start.
Slowly, the train rolls forward again into the night with its new human cargo on board. We follow the beast. Within 2 hours, though, an immigration checkpoint stops the train. The United States is all but closing its borders to the migrants, and the Mexican authorities are hampering their journeys north. This is a concerted, joint effort by the two countries. Some are forced off the train. Many of them are clearly terrified. They're about to be driven back south, and they know it. Officials continue unloading the train of its passengers. Amongst them is Emily. She's held by a migration officer. That is abject fear. She's been separated from her mum, dad and sister, only briefly, but she is only 2 years old, and it's the middle of the night. Her mum, Alejandra, joins her on the track, and they're led away. We refuse to stop filming, which seems to cause confusion for the officers. By now, Alejandra is distressed.
How am I going to continue to carry on traveling? I'm not going to get on that thing by myself. I want to know where my husband is, my daughter. How am I going to continue traveling with just this bottle of water, without food, without money and without anything? He's carrying everything we had.
She's told to keep walking. She's no idea where half her family are. But in the dark, they're reunited with her husband and second daughter. They disappear into the night. From the authorities, no explanations, no directions, no assistance. They're just migrants from Venezuela, like so many here. Some refuse to leave. They're in the last two cars of this mile-long train. They shout at the immigration officers to let them carry on their journey. The officers, supported by the army, are unhappy we're filming this, flashing torches into our eyes and camera lenses. But our presence almost certainly means that after a tense standoff, the officials withdraw. And the train continues with many of the migrants on board. They're still 700 miles from the US border. What we have seen and what we've been told is new. The migrants claim immigration officers attack them on trains to disrupt their journeys north. On the side of a track surrounded by concerned locals, we find a small group who've just been kicked off a train. Naomi is 8 months pregnant. Her partner, Rominger, has been hit over the head with a metal bar by Mexican officers. Naomi tells me she was given electric shocks with a cattle prod 5 times into her pregnant tummy, until she got off the train. They are from Colombia.
5 times they put an electric shock on you. You're clearly pregnant.
When I saw that my husband was hurt, I tried to defend him, obviously, because he is my husband. Then they told me to shut up. I better not say anything. They insulted me and gave me electric shocks.
Roxana Malave's husband was beaten unconscious and has disappeared. She thinks he is dead. She's left on the tracks with her 2 children. They are from Venezuela.
We arrive on the train and a lot of migration officers got on. They started to beat us up to make us get off the train, and my husband, because we had the children with fever, we couldn't get off quickly. He ran off to the front, and when he came back to look for us, they jumped on him and beat him very hard. They gave him electric shocks and they broke his mouth. He was carrying our little boy and they still beat him up. They hit him with a black thing. They poke him in the back. They punch him everywhere. Then they made him stand up on the train and they threw him down the train.
With the help of a local charity, Jose Angel Rivas is found and reunited with his family a few hours later. He's beaten and bruised and needs help to walk. More shocking, though, is this. On his back, cut into his back, are the letters MX. For Mexico. He's been branded. Despite the incredible hardships of these incredible journeys the migrants are attempting, and the new interventions by the Mexican authorities to thwart them, the inexorable move north goes on. We meet Naomi and her partner again, hundreds of miles further up country, boarding the beast. And we joined them on their latest leg. This is a high-speed freight train, and the migrants are on the roof. We're heading north to the city of Chihuahua. We're told it's a 12 to 15-hour journey depending on the speed of the train.
Well, hundreds of thousands of people have been using the beast for years to traverse Mexico, but it is really dangerous. Obviously, we're high up, we're travelling on a train. There's obviously the problem for them of immigration, but also they're prey to the many gangs that control huge areas of Mexico. They often get robbed on this train. There's stories of rape, and many people have died riding it. But it's cheap, well, it's free, and it is the quickest way to get across Mexico.
As the night falls, we race through towns and cities. It's both beautiful and terrifying in equal measure. By morning, fairly frozen after 12 hours through the desert, we arrive in Chihuahua. And the migrants dismount. Climbing down the beast, they're already planning their next leg.
And are you, after this now, what's your plans?
Well, obviously the goal is to get to the United States. That's pretty much it. To have my baby and keep moving forward. To work very hard. That's the goal so far. To get to the United States.
Makeshift migrant camps dot all of Mexico now. This huge movement of people from all over the world north towards the United States is unprecedented. But the migrants seem to have no rights in Mexico. America doesn't want them for political, electoral reasons. Mexico is actively obstructing their movement. It's not solving the problem, though. It's actually window dressing at the border. Naomi and Rominger, like all the others, keep going. Is this where their dreams begin, so near to the United States? Or is it where their dreams end? They just don't know. Stuart Ramsey, Sky News, Mexico.